Well, hello. Adventure riders, or any type of riders. Anyway, if you're watching this channel or this video, thank you. I think that's called a black boy. I think it's called a black boy plant. I think that's what that is. Rightio, you can see a lot of fires come through here. We had a lot of fires here in Australia back in end of November, December, and you can see here. What's it now? It's May. You can see how well it's coming back. Have a look at this. Growing back already. Not sure how good this video picks it up. This camera picks it up. Sorry, the sun and that type of stuff. But you can see it's greening right back up, isn't it? Look at that. What, 6 months later? Look at it. But anyway, I didn't come out here for a bit of a bushwalk. I am actually riding. I've with the bushfires and all the parks being closed, and the COVID-19, I really haven't done much riding at all. And when I did come out for a ride, I've had 2 serious crashes, which I'll talk about later on. But today I'm out on the back on the DRZ400. There she is, tucked away there. So I just thought I'd give a quick update and review on the bike, just a very quick update, because I have been asked questions about it, a lot of questions, and out of all my bikes on my channel, and I have gone through a lot of bikes recently, probably changed more bikes than I have in my underpants. Anyway, yeah, I've had all the views out of all my channels, all my bikes. The DRZ has the highest, I think it's 2.5k or something like that, way ahead of everything else. A little humble DRZ. Okay, so yeah, welcome to my channel, Waftam Duke 103. Now, long story short, if you look at my channel, you see that I've got a few bikes there. I've gone from a KTM, 701, we're all over the place. Long story short, I had the KTM 1090. I actually loved it, but I fell off it twice standing still, a little bit too tall, blah blah blah, and I bought that at a good price, and I sold it almost for what I paid for it, so I didn't lose much money on that. And the main reason I got the Honda African Twin, I've had the African Twin now for 12 months, and it's just easy for me to ride. I've got my feet flat on the ground, I can do U-turn, donut turn, so it's just more comfortable, blah blah blah. And then I had the DRZ, so I was looking at getting one bike to do everything. So I only have one bike. So I decided to get the 701, kit that out, and long story short, my brother bought the DRZ back off me. And look, I just realised the 701 wasn't going to do it for me for one bike, because it is still only like a big trail bike for me anyway, and on the road it's not that comfortable. And yeah, and I was lucky to sell that for a price. It was very good and didn't lose too much money on it. I do regret selling it in one way, but until I'm just going to sit and wait now and wait and see what they do bring out down the track. And the Teneray's out there, the KTM's out there. The KTM's out of my reach price wise. I'd have to sell both bikes and still, probably wouldn't give me enough money, but I had to buy a second hand one. Teneray I could afford but still, they're still a big bike, a heavy bike. The DRZ, I got that back off my brother. He had it for about 10 months. He only put about 2,000k on it, so it's only got 15,000k. So all I've done post buying it off my brother, the suspension had already been reworked. So if you look at my channel, I've got a review on this DRZ over 12 months ago. Back then the suspension hadn't been done. It has been done now. It's got revalving in the front, and the rear shock was resurfaced and revalved as well. All right, because it is a 2012 model, this bike. So that's made a big difference. All right, especially the rear shock. I mean, it needed the service anyway. So that's made that a lot better. That was done by Pro Motor Suspension. Ian, I know Ian pretty well, and I was looked after, in regards to cost, so I appreciate that. So that's all been done. The only other thing that I have changed to it, and you might notice it, is the wheels. There's a bit of bling factor there. I don't really like the gold. I've said that before. I'm not really like the gold, but to get these wheels with the black hubs, you're looking at extra $300. So I'm just happy with the gold hubs. Long story short, I didn't buy them for the bling factor. I bought them because what they are, they're actually a cush drive. You can see down in here. Okay, so there's rubber sort of mounts inside that, and it just lessens the vibrations and the shock to the gears. Okay, that's what it does. That's what a push drive does. I mean, the DRZ is not too bad anyway. It hasn't got that much sort of power and torque that's going to cause a lot of problems to the front gearbox. All right, but it does, with the push drive, it does help. All right, it mainly is more of a problem when you're on road a lot. All right, and you're dropping the clutch and you're doing all that type of stuff and putting the stress straight through to the gearbox. All right, that's where you have a problem with it. But the push drive will lessen that problem. All right, so I bought this off eBay, these wheels. Okay, they were second hand but brand new. I don't know if that makes sense, but actually the chap made him. He bought them brand new. He never fitted them to his DRZ, so I bought them off him. So in a way they are second hand, but he never fitted them, and they're brand new. All right, so I fitted that on. Had to put a new chains and sprockets on it. I'm still running the 1543 gearing. All right, I find that absolutely spot on. Still got enough power to trail ride. I've been up all sorts of trails on this thing. A couple of little rock ledges it got up on. It's fine, and it's still got enough, and it's still okay sitting on 100 k's. So yeah, I've got those wheels. Like I said, I got them at a really good price. They're normally, I think they're normally about $1,300, and I paid nowhere near that. Yeah, what are they? They're called SM Pro Platinum 3. I don't know if they're stronger than the other wheels, the standard wheels. I have no idea. I think they are. The spokes look a bit thicker. I haven't measured the spokes, but yeah. Like I said, I don't like the gold, but anyway, for what I paid for them, I'm very happy with it. All right, so I've got that on it. And the only other thing I've changed on it, guys, is if you look at my review, I talk about where I put a 320 front disc on it. Well, I've changed that disc to a 275 front disc. It's only a Chinese one. It all looks good. It's working fine. Why I changed from 320 down to the 275? Well, the 320 was fine in 98% of the time. I had a problem with it a couple of times where it was over-braked. So when I was going down, and it only happened twice, where I was going down a really steep hill, very loose gravel, you know. So I was trying to brake and it was locking up and unlocking, locking. So it was a bit scary, sketchy moments for you the times then. It happened a couple of occasions. But that's about it. Besides that, the 320 was fine in majority of your riding, on road, big trails and that type of stuff. All right. So I've gone for the 275 and I find that it's not as powerful as on the road, but overall it's a lot better combination, I think. All right. So that's about it. I mean, I think last time I spoke, it might have had about 12,000 K on it or something. It's probably, like I said, it's got about 15,000 on it now. So it's probably only halfway through its life, as in the motor. I mean, people get anywhere from 30 to 50,000 K on these motors. So, and it's still not using oil. It's still running fine. No problems with it at all. I had to put a new battery in it too. That's about it. And it's still running, running great. I've had no problems with it. And even today, today's a Friday with the COVID-19. There's a lot of people out riding actually. It's more than you normally get for a Friday ride. That's like a ride like riding on the Friday or the Monday because there's no one out here. But there's stacks of people out. I went to stop at a lookout and there would have been probably about 8 big adventure bikes, all blokes parked there, and so I didn't stop. If you hung in here, sorry about me bumping on and probably talking too fast. So I might put the gear on and just head off home. It's only been a quick ride today. And hopefully stay with me because I had a bit of a chat about some of my 2 crashes. They're pretty serious crashes. So I'm a bit nervy at riding now, and I haven't got my confidence. I've lost a lot of confidence in me riding, and what can happen out there when you do crash. All right, so stay with me, or not. Go and get a cup of tea. All right, catch us later. Alrighty. I hope this is working. I'm not yelling into this microphone. Anyway, it's a new helmet. It's a Bell's MX9 helmet too, so I got the mic inside and it's really, basically, the mic's right against my, just about in my mouth, so I apologise if it's noisy, and because you will hear that is leaking a bit there. You will hear me breathing, unfortunately, because of where the mic is. Sorry, apologise for that. Right, let's get out of here. Yeah, my brother also, I don't know if you can see that, he put this little device on it. It gives you the outside temperature, ambient temperature. That's the time. You probably can't see, I don't know. And the voltage, which is the one I want. So it's 14 volts at the moment, which is good, it's charging. 16 degrees, beautiful weather for riding. Alright, let's turn this old girl around. Good. So hopefully this camera is positioned okay, so you're not getting sky or just the ground. There's no one coming because there are lots of people out. A couple of mountain bike riders. Here comes some bikes here now. Hope we don't hit them. I passed those two guys at Watkins actually. I actually passed them, and that's where the block tree was, and then I turned around and they would have turned around as well by the looks of that. So there you go, small world. They're on WR250Rs. So that's why you just got to take it easy. There's people out everywhere. I don't know if it's picking up the trees being burnt, you can see. Come through here pretty bad. Anyway, I better watch what I'm doing because I'm a bit of a crasher now. Someone who doesn't very rarely crashes. I had 2 serious crashes. Both on the African Twin. I've got over 30 years of riding experience. That's from racing and you name it. And I've never actually knocked myself out or broken a bone. And I've had some good crashes and fast crashes. But in the last, back in I think Feb and in March, I had 2 slow speed crashes. One resulted in me knocking myself out, and the other one was broken bones. The one when I knocked myself out, it was just, I was on the main trail. I turned left to enter into a more of a twin trail. And I think I might have only been in first or second gear, and I've just started heading into that trail, and that's all I remember. When I came to, I was actually sitting on the ground with my helmet in my right hand as I've just taken it off my head. Now I don't remember taking my gloves off because I've got to take the gloves off to get the helmet off. I don't remember taking the helmet off. I don't remember the accident, don't remember anything. And the bike was actually up the trail ahead of me, but I was down behind it. Now, that was weird in itself, so unless I actually did walk away and then sat down, I have no idea. But I definitely was knocked out. I don't know how long for. It took me a while to work out where I was and what happened. And when I worked out what happened was, we've had a little bit of problem around here and where I ride in other areas where people are doing things to tracks to hurt motorcycle riders. So they're putting wire across the track, they're putting little booby tracks in the track itself, spikes and all sorts of stuff. So I might have a picture of the branch that I hit. And hopefully I can put it in now and you can see it. But if not, I'm sorry, I wasn't able to do it. But it's around about 25mm diameter branch. It was about 4 metres long, and somehow that leapt off the ground and went just under my radiator. And I use crash bars on mine, Outtech, is it? Outtech crash bars, Outback crash bars. So it actually hit the radiator. So imagine like a spear. It's hit the bottom of the radiator tank. It's actually put a big ding in that, and it's continued through and just hit the side casing. And it's like harpooned the bike. And then what's happened then, it's just flung the bike up straight over on its side. It have to, because I haven't reacted, I've done nothing. So it's happened that quick, and it slammed me straight into the ground. So my head has hit the ground. And on my helmet, that's why I've got a new helmet, there's a bit of a mark and scuff mark on that. Okay? So I've hit the ground, and that's what's happened. It's very strange. I mean, to lift a bike of 220 kilos, and to do what it did, It's just very strong. I broke the branch because I had to pull it out. Half of it was in the bike, like I said, harpooned through the bike. Very strange. Yeah, I was pretty crook after that for a week after it. It took me a while to recover, you know, feeling crook and headaches. I wasn't a good boy. I only remember a couple of parts riding home as well. So that was a bit scary. I don't even remember riding home. So that wasn't good. That was my first experience of being knocked out, and it was a good one. And I don't really want to do that again. But then again, like, I wasn't doing anything silly. I wasn't playing racer or anything. I just don't understand how a tree can come off the ground and go how high it went to hit me bike. And it's a dead branch too. It's like it's got no lead, anything on it. So I don't know if it was actually sitting up and in a position to catch someone out. I have no idea. Bushfires happened and you couldn't ride anyway, but anyway I had to recover a little bit. So about a month later, on my very first basically ride out, after the African Twin was rebuilt and I repaired it, I would have been heading along this trail if I made it, but I didn't. So it actually was, it was a rainy day and it started getting misty and that type of stuff. So I was on a trail and there was a bit of a sharp right-hander, a hairpin turn on the trail. So I turned right to go back down the trail, and I just took my hand off the handlebars to wipe the mist away on my goggles. And I hit a large rock, probably about the size of a house brick, and that's ricocheted me straight off into straight off to the trail, like you can see here now, straight into a tree like that there. But it was off the trail more. So the bike missed a tree, but I didn't. And I hit it that hard, I actually ended up breaking 2 ribs, a clavicle, and a scapula. So what that is a collarbone and a shoulder blade, and 2 ribs. That's what I ended up breaking. You could say I was in a little bit of pain. Yeah, just a little bit of pain. The bike, where it kind of come to a rest, it actually hit a tree that was lying down, so it smashed the front fairing shield. Come on. So there's no way I was moving the bike anyway. Yeah, there's no way I was moving the bike, so I had to walk about 4 kilometres out to get help. Long story short, my brother came and got me, and then some of the guys on the Facebook page helped out the next day to get the bike. So yeah, you can see it. I haven't had much luck lately on the bikes. So, and this is really only probably my second ride out, I think, something like that, maybe 3rd ride out since breaking my bones. And they had to plate my collarbone, so I got a plate in that, and when they operated on me they cut all the nerves, so I got no feeling at all in my left shoulder. So I've still got a bit of pain in that. So yeah, all good. Alright, so I'm going to turn the camera off and put it back on when it gets a bit more interesting. So we get past this car without him killing me. Just go slow through here. There's a donkey. There's a donkey there. Right. Always wave, always wave. Just in case they've got a gun and they don't shoot you then. Well, hopefully not. Just be friendly. That's what I do. Try to keep the natives happy. So this is quite steep, this hill, and this is the DR now. This is in 4th gear. So that's in top gear, right? I don't know if you can hear that. That's 60. Look at that. It's still pulling, no worries. That's with the 1543. Look at that. So that's 4th gear now. So like I said, if anyone wants a bit of an idea for gearing, for a bit of road work and a bit of trail riding, I really recommend a 1543. And I think that's pretty good. Anyway, that's for me anyway. Alrighty, can't see a thing. Where are you? Which way is the track going? Oh, there. I am blinded by the light. The DRZ gets going when you get the revs up. You can see. We're back in third now. There you go, come up a little bit. Still got a fair bit of fuel. You just can't stay under power. So the 701 you could just keep powering that up into the higher part of the wheel, you can keep it up there. But poor old girl, she's only a little 400cc or 398 to be precise. Yeah. So as you can see the track now, it's really rocky. I mean, I used to go through here and along through here like I was racing sometimes, and really at speed. I've got a couple of videos I think showing you doing that, but not now. I've just lost my confidence. I'm worried about something like a kangaroo's darting out in front of me. I've got all these things going through my mind. I know that's not a good thing. If anyone's experienced it, they know what I'm talking about. So yeah. So before I had no fear in a way, you know. Okay, I got the ability, and I used to attack the track, but not now. I've just got that little bit of, okay, I'm too old now, I don't bounce as much, and I can see what can happen. Anyway, we all know that, we take that, don't we, with motorcycles. It's either you've already crashed or you're just about to crash, isn't it, on a motorcycle? That's just how it is. If I can't crash, I've used all my sick leave. I've got nothing left. At work, they all think I'm a crasher. They all think that I can't ride. They've all told me to get rid of the bike. What are you doing? You're too old to ride. You crash all the time. The thing is, I didn't have the camera on for both crashes. I wish I did, so I'd know what happened, especially when I was knocked out. Didn't have the camera. Right. Well, I'm going to go up to a lookout up here soon. I'm going to have my jam sandwich that I've got packed. You do get people coming along this track, motorcyclists, four-wheel drives, bushwalkers, mountain bikes, and naked women. A lot of naked women come through here. Oh no, no they don't actually, that's just a dream I had. Forget that. And what do I say? Look at this. Oh, yeah, look out. You all right, mate? You all right, buddy? Hey. Nice. Well, there was a woman there, but she wasn't naked. I don't know, I'm sure it's Friday. It's not Saturday, is it? No, it's not Saturday, it's Friday. There's people everywhere. A bit of a lookout, or it's actually a communication tower, as you can see up there. You can get to it up there. I've been up there on the DR, but not today. I'm not going to get all sweaty, and I'll probably crash anyway, because I am now a crasher. I need a big roll bar around the bike, so when I fall over, it just doesn't even hit the ground. It just rolls on the roll bar. And I can have a seat belt, so I don't even actually fall off the bike. The bike just continuously rolls over on the roll bar and goes upright again. I like the look at that weather. Alrighty. Now I've got to be very careful, because if I keep going, I go off a cliff. Alright, and I don't want to do that, because I think I'll end up with more than a broken collarbone and 2 ribs, I reckon. Look at that view. I'll turn the bike off and take us over there. So just even like areas like this, when you bring the big bike down, Africa Twin, I mean, it's okay. You've just got to be more gentle and easier. Take your time. There we go. There's the old girl. 2012 model. Not bad bike, is it? She's going alright, the old girl. Flying along. Okay, well, I'm going to have a break here, have a jam sandwich, have a bit of a think about the world and what's going on. It really frustrates me. You know, it just really frustrates the hell out of me. You have your campsite and you leave your shit behind. Take your shit with you. God's sake. Look at this. Have a go. Look at the cans there. Look, they just throw the cans down there. You know, look. Toilet paper there. Anyway. I'm not sure if you see the track down there. I'm not sure how you get down to that track. But that's all commission. That's all mining and that type of stuff. So you're not allowed in there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, they've done a shitty. Look, toilet paper, they've done a dump right there. Good on you guys. Well done. Look at the rain. Look. You can see that? That's rain. No. Well, I might drink my jam sandwich, and don't really want to look at that turd. Thank you for whoever did that. I hope you fell off the cliff. So that's it for now. I hope you stayed with me and I didn't bore you for too long. I'll shorten the video so you don't have to listen to all the crap. And we'll hook up later. Hopefully I'm not going to get wet. Alright, be good. See yous.